Alright, so now that we've talked about the first point of interest in the City Museum, let's move on to the second. So the second point of interest in the City Museum is the 5 and 10-story slides. So Alexandra Martellaro wrote in a brief article on October 7, 2016, that the City Museum was originally a building used by the International Shoe Company. So back when the shoe company was still in business, they didn't have elevators that they could transport the shoes down. And keep in mind that this is a pretty big building. I mean, there's like 5 or 10 stories. Obviously, there's at least 10. It's very tall, and so transporting the shoes would be pretty hard. And so Erin McCarthy notes in her article, 11 Awesomely Unexplained Things in the St. Louis City Museum, that the workers within the building would transport the shoes down these chutes. So basically, they would stop the shoe when it gets to the right size, take the shoe off, put their old shoes on, and then send those old shoes down their way. So when they bought the City Museum and transformed it into the City Museum, they also transformed the chutes into these long spiraling slides, which is where we get the 5 and 10-story slides from. And these slides are huge. They're extremely long, and they just spiral pretty sharply, actually. And I did actually go down into one of these slides, and I believe it was the 5-story slide that I went down. And the slides actually lead into these caves much lower in the City Museum. It's a pretty neat experience, but by the time I'd gotten to the bottom, I was pretty dizzy. So, now that we've talked about the second point of interest, let's move on to the third, the world's largest pencil.